Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching to wait for it because I need to open up my fucking thing. To You Stay Classy, San Marino. Yes, that's right. You Stay Classy, San Marino. The best we could come up with. Here we are, back again. Things have progressed a little bit since we last played. What? Oh, okay. Well, my boy's leaving. Didn't realise that. But it doesn't matter. We're still hemorrhaging money in terms of our wage bill, although it's not very much money. And also, it's slightly less than it was. We've brought in a couple of other players. I'll show you those in a moment. But first, let's show you where we are in the league. We now sit top. That happened after the very last game that we played. We went top on goal difference over Carpe. After we beat, who was it? No, it was Messina. We beat Messina, and we are now top of the league. Say we are top of the league. We're now going to play Casale and then Castatana, which should be fun. Those two games should leave us with some games to play, with some points on the board at least. Last time we met, I think we did these two here, did we not? Milazzo 4-1 and then Prato 1-1. We've won pretty much everything since then, although we did lose to Fano, who were on an excellent run of form, which was only recently stopped, and Giulianova. Both those teams up here with us in the top of the table. Fano, yeah, they lost their last game. I think maybe even lost their last two games. Let's just quickly see. Yeah, they did lose their last two games. In fact, they've dropped off a little bit after that win over us. They did have two big wins, in fact, against the two teams that we're playing against, but then have lost their last two. So we've got to use this opportunity to stretch our way forward at the top of the table. I'll just show you the two players or three players, I think it might have been, that we've brought in. So if we go to transfers, we'll see that a few players have left. We sold, I'm not sure if he would have gone beforehand, but anyway, we sold Adriano Cristallini, Denny Bacchi, and Federico Tofani, all to Neapolis Fratesi for 9,000 euros. They are in the same division as us, in fact. Oh, no, they're not. They're in the B division, so they're in the division below, the equivalent other regional division. We have signed a couple of players. Riccardo Fantini on loan. He's only just joined us from Cesena. I haven't played him yet, but he looks pretty good. We signed Umar Fai, a pretty good right winger who's made 3 appearances and scored 1 goal, which was pretty sensational. He's formerly of Spurs. Senegalese player, although possibly with English nationality. I think we can try and sell him because he's not good, but for this level he's okay. We then signed Esmail Barsegar, who actually is okay, 18 years of age, expected to become very good, as good as Salvador Nicola. He came in from Braunschweig, has 6 goals and 8 appearances, which is nice because De Nicola was actually injured for a while. The other player who was of any interest is this guy Vincenzo Ferrari. He hasn't actually played yet because he's only just come back from injury after the signing from Mainz. You actually saw him last time. We can hear Masha wandering around in the background, just coming out of the bathroom. And now we play Casale. They're 17th in the table, not a very good side, so fingers crossed we can put something up them. We'll bring Ferrari into the team instead of Sidio Ambrosio. And I think otherwise we're going to leave the team as it is. We don't even have space. Oh, we have space in the squad for Fantini. Okay, cool. So let's go with that then. The hope is that we can start to maybe push ourselves up into first place proper rather than being joint first. We've turned things around a lot since that first wobble and even with the occasional drop off in form here and there. I think that we probably have enough to go up. There's still, how many games have we played? I think there's still nearly, so there's 12. Oh yeah, hang on. And I also play when I'm not, because the football's so turgid and slow, I don't play on normal speed when I'm playing the offline games, which then makes this view pretty slow. Is that normal? That is normal. That's what I mean by it. So I basically realised this takes far too long, considering I don't want to be in this division forever, so I'm not going to sit around and waste time. It does feel slower than before, though. Let's maybe speed that up a little bit. DiMarco heads over. I've had 2 good chances already. Casale, not a good side. Did we play them already on camera? I can't remember. But whatever. Anyway, yeah, so we have been a little bit more convincing in recent times. We've won quite a few games with big score lines, or with high-scoring games at least, where we've come back from behind or won 3-2 or 4-3. So we are a high-scoring team, which is good. The team above... who was it? It was Carpi. No, it must have been Fano, who broke the record for goals scored in a single season. I think... because obviously they're now the record holders of 72. I think we're actually also having broken the previous record, and also that means that I guess Chieti, I think, might also have. So it's an unprecedentedly high-scoring season here in the Italian Serie C, but we're doing okay. Well, we're that's pretty standard for my teams. They tend to score a lot of goals. Oh, Marocci, saved by Pietro Santi. And now out to Greco. It still doesn't ever feel convincing. Even if we win sort of 5-0, it feels like we're sort of nicking a goal. Like every single goal feels like it's been nicked against the run of play, even if we're dominant. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. But I think you've sort of understood what I mean by that, having watched a couple of games of us already. And I think you'll probably see the same thing here. Although Casale seemed to be doing pretty well. Di Piero, good tackle from Chabanal. Marocchi tackled Di Piero. Camili. Zaini. Oh, good save from Oliari. And that was the first half. Okay. Well, it wasn't inspiring, was it? That's not gone as well as I thought it would. Stressing them out. We did have in the last game a moment where I got a bit of old school Wheatland, where I did a complaint at halftime, and then they came and scored 2 straight early on in the second half, which made me feel very good. Up until now, it hasn't really felt like whatever I say makes any difference. Although Marocchi, it's been called offside there, but that was a great ball up from, I think it was Tonyon. Great ball up to him. Pietro Santi, his free kick goes through, but DiMarco gets there. Nicely done. DiMarco's ball forward. Bezaga can't quite get there, but Chabanal forward towards Marocchi again. Marocchi scores. Come on. It's 50 minutes. It's 1-0. I nearly said it's 50-0. That would have been insane. But Sammarino now 2 points clear at the top of the table. Chieti must be drawing. Yes, Chieti. Propatria drawing 2-2 with them, which is good for us. So we're now clear. Oh, Zaffarani at the back post, and he's headed past Pietro Santi. It's 2-0. See that there you go. That's a moment where I feel like we've actually made a difference there with our team talk. 8 minutes into the second half, we're now 2-0 up. Zaffarani's header straight at Pietro Santi, but it goes through and it's in. San Marino doing very, very well. Marocchi out to Secondo, to Marocchi again. Marocchi, can he play in Zaffarani? Zaffarani, he does. Good save from Pietro Santi. And it stays 2-0. We're actually going to make a change here. We'll bring on Fantini for his debut. I know it says he's not able to play there, but he's an attacking midfielder. He'll be fine. And I think that for now, that's all we'll do. Zaffarani to Secondo. Secondo to Chabanal. Chabanal to Secondo. Secondo's got an absolute stunner in the last game. We won 2-1. And he scored in I think about the 3rd minute. He curled one in from here. It just went right. It was a beautiful shot. Anyway, Zaffarani moving forward. Are we going to make that substitution? No. Chabanal has it. Marocchi. Oh, he has his shot, but it's gone out for a corner. Can we score a goal from a corner? What was his name? Number 4 it was. DiMarco went through a run of scoring in like every... Oh, speaking of which, he hits the crossbar. Zani heads over as well. DiMarco went through a run of about 4 or 5 games scoring in every game, and then has now gone off the boil. That's a football manager thing. That's football generally. Ababio is going to come off for Secondo, and I think that's all we'll do for now. Yeah, that's all we'll do for now. We're only 2-0 up. Maybe we'll bring off DiMarco for the German chap whose name escapes me in a minute. But, okay, yeah, we will do that now. Nothing's going on. Vincenzo Ferrari comes on for DiMarco. Leave the boys playing as they are. Wow, this is going quick. It's only been 10 minutes. We're already nearly done. Quinsolo, his ball in to Zany, heads over. Yeah, we will play one more, obviously. Only 10 minutes. That would be a ridiculous length of a Football Manager video. Old Carpi are now back up in level terms with us. Zaffarani to Ababio. Zaffarani again. The ball comes in, and the ball falls to Bazega, who taps home. That's, I think, his 9th goal in, or was it 9 or is it now 7? Can't remember. Anyway, he's scored a lot of goals for us, considering he's a young player. But Galuppi tries to clear, and Bazega gets there to tap home. Beautiful stuff. And yeah, 3-0 win. Not bad at all. A good win, boys. Flavio turns off. Why not? We absolutely dominated them there. It was very nice. Fano drew again. Propatria beat Chieti, which is very, very good. Although Carpi did beat Milazzo. Not really surprised though, they are terrible. They've nearly conceded 100 goals already, which is really dreadful. So our next game is against Casatana. They lost 3-2 to Ancona in the last game. So let's now go forward and try and play that one. It was weird in the Lviv video. I used to spend ages progressing through each thing, and it sort of. I don't really know why, because I've gone through it and I've made sure that we've got no... I've gone through it and I made sure that we're not subscribed to any random leagues or players or clubs or whatever. But that was the case in Lviv, but here it seems to progress much faster. I'm not really sure. Badalona's back. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's the reason for all that. Now, the hope... Disappointing Di Piero? The midfielder for Casale. Well, he is terrible. Although he did used to play very well for them, so fair enough. Yeah, what was I going to say? So the money thing is the issue now. So if we get promoted, it really does depend on what is expected of us. Because if we go up and they then expect us to do very well, we can't really sell all our best players. But if we go up and we're expected to just avoid relegation, I feel like we can probably sell some players that we currently have, because we have a few players who are worth 30, 40, 50,000 euros, and then we can use that money to bring in some younger players who are on lesser wages, or who knows really, but who can then sort of keep us up in that division and maybe even go for a surprise promotion. That would be fun. We haven't yet got even into that division. I'm already talking about the the plan, but still, it's something to think about. I'm trying to think, because I've not played with the club with such poor finances for a while. Although the board do keep injecting the club with about 50, 60,000 euros every so often, and whilst they're complaining about my control of the wage budget, they haven't complained about the actual fact that we're losing so much money. He's our actual goalkeeper, isn't he? No, he's not. They're both called Oliari. We have 2 goalkeepers called Oliari. Cool. Yes, we do. Great. Anyway, so the Serie C Cup is still going on. No one from our division still in it. In fact, they're all from the top, the top 2 leagues. So it's going to be Pavia versus Andria. I like Andria's badge. That's a cool club. Fidelis Andria. That's a nice club badge. When was San Marino founded? I've just seen there that it's... Oh, I also looked that we do have... So 1959. I did also check. We do have some rivals. Bellaria, who are in the Serie 2B. So they're in the other regional 4th division. A club called Forli, who are in fact in Serie D. So even further down. And Gubbio, who are in the top division, Serie C1B. Who are probably not a club that will ever actually get to play. This is a problem with these regional divisions. I think that they're always going to be in the B side and we'll always be in the A side, although I don't actually know that. I know that in England, obviously, the most northern go in the north and the most southern go in the south. But, yeah, I don't know how it works here, C1B and C1A. I would imagine it's split south-north, but I don't know that. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get a chance to. Maybe we'll be promoted into the Serie C1 A. We'll find out. But it would be fun to have a rival to play against, especially one with such a fancy badge. It would also be cool if some of them got good, because there are some weird. Oh, Roma are in the relegation zone in Serie A. I've been paying attention to what's going on around Italy. We're going to have a game called off because of our stupid international team. But yeah, if you go to Serie A, Roma down there in 19th with Chievo, Lazio as well, Genoa. Some big teams down there. Then you've got some weird teams like Novara, who are not a good big team in real life, who are up here. Brescia. I think Brescia are actually an okay side, but yeah. It is what it is. We've Serie A tabella. If it will ever load on my other computer. Arsenal beating Polonia Warszawa 2-1. Haven't seen Lviv's name pop up in any of these brief updates on the Europa League and what have you. Actually, that's one of the reasons why that we're not seeing so much. Maybe it's not. But anyway, doesn't matter. Come on, the internet. Are you working or not? No internet access, eh? Connected, secured. Weird. Okay, well, maybe let's try that again then. Well, did I say Serie A? Serie A. No. It's all going wrong. Yes, we are back. Serie A table. Yeah, so we do not have those couple of those teams that I was talking about before. Brescia are actually in the league, but they're bottom. So there we go. Anyway, let's see what's going on. So we've had a scout over in Portugal. He's found us a few players who are pretty good. In fact, quite a few players. Norberto Abreu. He's actually, yeah, he is good. Does it say he'd be a leading star for C2A sides? Oh, but he's going to want, like, when they want that much money, it's perfectly possible to sign them. He's good. He won't sign. You can tell by how much money they're requesting. I've watched. Jose Martin, also pretty good. What's he want? And so I could get him for, like, I bet you if I just go straight away to it. This is the standard. I desperately need you to join my club offer, and he won't accept it because I didn't offer lower first. You need to negotiate with them properly at this level. Anyway, not going to bother. Everyone knows, because the thing is, we don't have the money to sign them anyway at the moment. Everybody knows that we have to keep working hard. They're happy and enjoying the football. Don't think one loss can join this team. Can destroy our confidence. Sorry, I'm pleased that he's been able to contribute early. Yeah, he's very good. I'd say we've got an excellent chance. Attack. Let's go with Salvo Di Nicola. And I think in this game we're actually going to play Salvo Di Nicola and the Iranian lad up front together, see if we can get some goals out of them both. Sammarino on a fine run of form. And maybe long may that continue. It would be great to get out of this division first time. That would be very, very friendly for me. Good to know that Gunil's keeping up their friendly record with a loss to Sonderjyske. Sant'Andreu lost out to a dude goal by Leganés. Dude, come on. We're actually second in goals scored, which is good. I'd love to finish top scorers of the division. Come on. Oh, do you know what? One of the reasons why we're not getting reports from all those other leagues is because I don't have any favoured clubs. So usually I have Western, I have Swindon, I have Lviv and Shlonsk like sort of starred as my clubs that I want to get reports from. And I think that means that it gives you other sort of extraneous information from their leagues. It's Masha.
Hello.
Say hello to the guys.
Hello.
Do you want to come and read some names for me?
Which one?
Italian names.
Давай, Беня.
Tell me how to say this guy's name.
Nicola. Cesare Marocchi.
Say it into the microphone.
Cesare Marocchi.
Cesare Marocchi. Can you say this guy's real name? His real name is...
Fabrizio
Gigliazza. Okay, I couldn't say it, so I called him Fab Gigs. Masha's gone then. Masha's gone. Fine. And then we continue. Yeah, Fab Gigs not been on a good run of form. He went through a very long time without scoring, so we're just going to play without him. I'm going to tell the guys I'm not going to tell them I expect to win, although I think it's going to be sort of implied by my eyebrows as I give the team talk. One raised eyebrow, Carlo Ancelotti style. Bocchetti's ball forwards. Barzega, it falls, but it doesn't get to De Nicola. Colombo. A really good idea for a ball that their striker just didn't even bother chasing down, and our defender was like, yeah, I'll take that. Oliari, good save. Colombini clears. Torre has it. Mandelli. Portoghesi. Zaffarani. Nice. Getting the opportunity to really sort of explore my Spanish-Italian pronunciation voice, which I think is coming on nicely. Zaffarani's cross goes behind the goal. Casatana survive. It's a goal kick. Okay, secondo. So the thing about the match controls being faster, I'm amazed that didn't freaking occur to me through the Lviv games, because Lord, going through those early, like the first sort of 3/4 of the season, I could have done that so much faster than I actually did. It's a great header from DiMarco, and we are 1-0 up. Great. Does that mean we're going to... Oh no, Carpi are winning already as well. Yeah, they're beating Messina, and that will probably stay the way it is because they're a terrible team. Milazzo, we're waiting for them to concede their 100th goal of the season. Have they come close yet? Are they even playing today? Can't see them, but that doesn't mean... Oh no, they've actually scored. They're winning. Chabanel scores. It's 2-0. And Casatana are sinking without a trace. Sammarino really rocking that championship vibe. Di Nicola, great ball from him, and Chabanel puts the ball home. I was saying something before we started this off. Don't remember what it was. Oh, the speed thing. Yeah, so I'm hoping that it means that we can churn out the videos a little quicker, because I can go between the recording dates a little faster by just getting... Oh, good finish from Zaffarani. By just finishing off all those sort of frustrating league games, especially at this level. Whilst it's interesting to see and to sort of watch the development of the club as we go through all this lower division stuff, you don't want to watch me get frustrated at these kind of games. Luckily, earlier on I'd already... Oh dear, Campo. I had already earmarked these two games as ones that we would record, and that luckily turns out they were two games against two shitty teams. But it won't always be like that, and it will be frustrating, and I think that, it's just going to make the whole video experience go quicker if we can get up to Serie B at least, and then Serie A with not too many videos in between now and then. Hopefully we'll be in Serie A by like episode 30, which is quite a lot of videos. It might not take that long, but this is episode 3 already, and we're still in the first season, so you never know, it could do. And then the more interesting thing is to try and see us start to rise through the sort of top ranks in Italy. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Chambanel hits the ball wide. Yeah, but I'm not just going to do what I did with the Swindon or the Western games and do the lower league stuff before we even start doing recordings. We're obviously going to go all the way through, but it's just... I find this tiresome. At this level, the football at this level is tiresome. So watching me finding it tiresome can't be interesting. I'm sure of it. I refuse to believe it is. So we'll just get there as quickly as possible. Casatana can't handle him with 4-0 up at half time. That's very, very good. I'm pleased how things are going. Those two boys up front have both got an assist but no goals. And Milazzo still haven't conceded their 100th goal yet, which is a shame. Bogosezia. I'd like to see how many they can end up conceding, really. Zaffarani to Bocchetti. Bocchetti to Zaffarani to Secondo. Bocchetti. Secondo through to... Oh, and Di Nicola scores. First goal in a little while, I think, from Di Nicola. Oh, now you've decided that our unbeaten run continues after the fifth one goes in. We are now joint top scorers in the division after this shellacking of Casatana. It looks like Carpi are winning comfortably, so there's nothing to worry about there. Milazzo actually winning against Bogosezia. Although Bogosezia are the worst team in the division, so yeah, I suppose that does make sense. The only team worse than Milazzo, in fact. Oh, the ball came in towards Zani, but he didn't get there. Secondo to Chabanel, and it's gone out again for a corner. What's our next game? We don't have it for ages, and it's going to be against Tiramo. Okay, so maybe let's take off Secondo. And the same with Zaffarani for now. Give two players who don't play quite so much a game. Bocchetti to Secondo. Secondo's whipped the ball in there, but Mandelli clears. Into Di Marco. Zaffarani. Oh, Campo makes a very lucky save. I think he flicked it onto the crossbar there. Di Nicola, Ababio, and Torrente gets there. Colombo. Huge ball up towards Gilberti. Di Marco clears. Grieco. Come on. Do something interesting. We scored 4 in the first half. It's like a sort of child complaining at his toy. Do something interesting. Yeah, so the next team we're playing is Tiramo. They're not very good. Ababio, his curled effort goes well wide. What are they doing today, this next team that we're playing? Tiramo. They're losing to Ancona again. So every team that Ancona beats, we then go and beat as well. That's what I hope. Di Nicola turns, he shoots, he scores. It's 6-0. We are comfortably the top scorers in the division now. 74 goals. Carpi have conceded in this game, I think. Yes, they have. It's 4-1. Milazzo are winning 3-0. Ranieri scoring twice. And let's make a final sub. Ferrari can play instead of Colombini. Give him a little bit of a break. And we're finally starting to build a squad that feels decent. After those first few weeks where it didn't really feel like we had much at all going on for us. Portuguese, like being called Mr. Portugal, Johnny Portugal. Di Nicola running forward. He turns, gives it to Ababio. Ababio, can he have a shot? He does. It's a horrible shot. Went well wide. 6-0, not a bad result for San Marino if it stays as it is. Casatana, we could do with getting one more, giving them up to the old 90-goal margin. We might have 3 clubs conceding over 100 this season. Milazzo, again, similarly, they're doing the same thing to Bogosezia. Anyone else interesting? I don't think so. Giulianova, how are they doing? They're winning 3-2 against Provercelli. Okay. Chabanel gets the ball, gives it to Di Nicola. Di Nicola keeps going, runs around his man. Can he cross? He can't, but he gives it to Tognon, whose shot goes well over. Tognon, strange that he's leaving us. I didn't even see the offer come in. Not that he needs an offer because it's a free contract offer, but it usually mentions it to you, so I must have just skipped over that. Barzagar crosses, nobody sniffing around like a little truffle pig. Bocchetti, but for goals. Bocchetti again smashing over the bar. 81 minutes gone. We are fairly sure we're going to win this one now. Just fairly. I think Carpi are winning quite comfortably. Yeah, 5-1 they are up now. Benini plays the ball towards Fai. Come on. Yeah, 6-0 winners. Very, very good. Okay. A good win. I'm happy with that. Yeah, there we go. Carpi won 5-1. We won 6-0. How did Gilanova get on? They won 4-3 in the end. Also, Milazzo, they did get a nice confidence boosting 3-0 win over Borgosesia. And the team that we're playing next, Teramo, lost 1-0 to Ancona. So, everything's going up well for us. We need to just sort of... All I really care about is getting promoted. I don't really mind if we win the league or not. Obviously, it would be ideal if we did win the league, and we only have a few games left now. Let's just go up a little bit, do this press conference thing. It's a good feeling. An early goal always helps. If you look at our fixture and current form, I think we can carry on. Each win brings just a bit more confidence, and that's a good thing. The fans love him. He's very good. I'll be doing everything I can to make sure he stays, although I obviously won't because we don't have the money for it. The sort of performance we're getting from Flavio Di Marco, yep, he's very good. Thank you. Cheers. Bye. And then if we look at the Series C2A, I think we've got 11 games left, and usually... Okay, so no, that's not true as well. I was going to say usually the title winners don't need to get very many points, but Tinana last season... In fact, have we got more points this season than we did last season already? Not quite. Nearly, though. 73 is the low record. So I think we can probably go up with 4 or 5 more wins if Giulianova do badly. Anyway, okay, so yeah, like I said, this next fixture will be the next ones that we do. Oh, in fact, that's a good set of fixtures to end on then. Fano versus Giulianova. Fano and Giulianova. Let's go back a second. Fano are down in 6th now. They've dropped off a little bit. But Giulianova, very good team to play against on our final day of the season. Do we play Carpi before the end of the year? No, we've already played our Carpi games, so we beat them 3-1. And I think we drew 2-2 with them before. So the big ones for us, Mantova, I can pick them out straight away. Chieti, I think Viareggio are okay. Yes, so Chieti, Viareggio will be big games for us, but it's those 2 last games of the season which will really see where we finish, I'm sure. So I'll see you for those games, guys. See you and bye.